Okay, welcome back to the channel, everyone. As always, thank you for taking time out of your day to watch the videos. I appreciate all of the continued support. We have more PlayStation news, rumors, and leaks to go over and discuss in this video today. So before we dive into these topics, do me a big favor, be sure to hit the like button to help the video out and show it your support. And if you are new here to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button as well. The first topic we're discussing is the big PlayStation 5 firmware update beta that launches today, and it's actually upgrading parties and letting you pin games. However, there is no mention of VRR support or 1440p or some of the other highly requested features that PS5 owners are patiently waiting for Sony to hopefully roll out. But this is reading from Push Square, where they say Sony will release a new PlayStation 5 firmware update beta today with a full global rollout scheduled for later this year. The emphasis of the new system software seems to be on parties, which some of you may recall causing an uproar a couple of weeks back when the Japanese giant made some unexpected changes to how they operate. The company said it was looking into this at the time, and this is its response. You'll now be able to create open and closed parties across the PS5 and PS4. Essentially, an open party means that anyone can join as long as you're friends with an existing party member. As you'd expect, closed parties will require an invitation. To accommodate this, Gamebase has been given a refresh with new tabs allowing you to toggle between friends, parties, and messages. All of this should help streamline things. There are other quality of life improvements, such as easier access to SharePlay and some alterations to the friend requests interface, which will make it easier to decline. Elsewhere, you'll now have the option to pin up to 5 of your most frequently played games to your PS5's homepage, and you'll be able to show more games on the ribbon at once, up to 14 with this update. You'll also be able to filter your games by genre. In addition, the trophy interface is being given another visual overhaul, while Sony is adding optional voice commands to the new gen console, although this will be limited to English at first. It's worth mentioning that the PS4 is also getting a firmware update beta, and in addition to all of the aforementioned party changes, it'll also include some voice chat volume toggles similar to those that already exist on the PS5. It sounds like a decent and welcome update, although fans will perhaps be frustrated by the lack of 1440p monitor support and VRR, which are among the most requested PS5 features by far. While we're not going to complain about the quality of life improvements being delivered here, this firmware update is lacking any meaningful new features, although it is just a beta, so things are still subject to change. So all in all, I think that this is kind of a divisive update because I've seen a lot of people not feeling so great that Sony still isn't doing anything when it comes to VRR support or 1440p support, as well as some other requested features. Although a lot of people are also very happy to see that Sony is making these changes to the party chats and adding these quality of life updates and refinements. Definitely something that I think all PS5 owners will appreciate, but still, you do have to wonder when or if Sony is going to roll these things out. There were multiple people claiming that Sony was getting ready to release a VRR update at the end of January, and that never happened, and this is what we're hearing now. So maybe it was something they were getting ready to roll out, but at the last minute, something went wrong. Maybe they needed a little bit more time. It's really hard to say, but nonetheless, this is the latest PS5 update we have. There's no telling when exactly this is going to be rolled out to everybody and, go beyond those who are just participating in the beta. I'll be sure to update you guys when we find out. Going into the next topic though, this is a pretty significant one. Microsoft says Call of Duty and Activision games will keep releasing on PlayStation beyond current deals. Now, it's hard to say whether or not we can trust this 100%, but I will say it will be a very, very, very bad look for Microsoft if after what they said here, they end up at some point just changing their mind and pulling the rug out from everybody. But this is reading from Push Square, where it says, God, we're never going to hear the end of this, are we? In a new official blog post, Microsoft has outlined its open app store principles, and it's a really boring read, so we'll just skip that part. And we'll go right to where they mention Sony and PlayStation. It states, first, some commentators have asked whether we will continue to make popular content like Activision's Call of Duty available on competing platforms like Sony's PlayStation. The obvious concern is that Microsoft could make this title available exclusively on the Xbox console, undermining opportunities for Sony PlayStation users. Yep, this has been a big talking point ever since Microsoft announced its plans to acquire Activision Blizzard for $68 billion. It continues, to be clear, Microsoft will continue to make Call of Duty and other popular Activision Blizzard titles available on PlayStation through the term of any existing agreement with Activision. Again, nothing new here. Microsoft and Xbox have already pointed out that games currently planned for PlayStation platforms won't be taken away. But what about everything after that? Well, up until now, Microsoft has been pretty wishy-washy about the whole thing. Xbox boss Phil Spencer expressed a desire to include PlayStation going forward, but who knows what the future might bring. Which leads us to this part of the blog post. Quote, we have committed to Sony that we will also make Activision Blizzard games available on PlayStation beyond the existing agreement and into the future so that Sony fans can continue to enjoy the games they love. We believe this is the right thing for the industry, for gamers, and for our business, end quote. So this is the big thing that everybody right now is talking about, because it seems that Microsoft is coming out and explicitly, and I have to emphasize the word explicitly, confirming that when these contractual agreements are up with PlayStation, they will continue to release not only Call of Duty, but as they say, popular Activision Blizzard franchises onto PlayStation going forward. Now, I don't believe that this means every single Activision Blizzard title will remain multi-platform, but I do have to wonder if Sony announcing that Bungie is going to remain completely multi-platform, as in they're still going to release their games on Xbox, if that had any influence on this whatsoever. A lot of people think that Microsoft is doing this because they have a lot of heat on them right now, where they're being looked at, they're being scrutinized, and they obviously don't want anything to get in the way of this acquisition, and they want it to go through. And so this is a very good way for them to help that process by just making it known that, hey, we're not planning to make Call of Duty or every Activision Blizzard title exclusive. And all in all, I think that this is a great thing, and I hope we honestly continue to see more of this, because it's a pretty crazy thing to see how the industry is consolidating and everybody's like, you know, who's buying who next. And I think anytime we have this conversation, there's just this assumption that, well, this means that when somebody buys somebody, they're going to be exclusive and we should expect to not see it anymore in the platform. But it seems that that's just not going to be the case, right? At least not all the time. You look at Bungie, you look at what Microsoft's saying now about Activision Blizzard and Call of Duty, and, you know, it seems that these companies are willing to allow these multi-platform studios and publishers in a big way to continue to remain multi-platform. So there you go. Next up, we're talking about Horizon Forbidden West. Sony revealed the first footage of Horizon Forbidden West running on a base model PS4. We've seen plenty of PS5 footage. We've seen some PS4 Pro footage, but now we are seeing it on a base PS4. And I think that this is a smart thing for Sony to do, because people, you know, understandably so, will get very nervous if a publisher seems hesitant to show their game on the base model hardware, because we've seen how that can go wrong before. But luckily, that doesn't seem to be the case here with Horizon. However, some people are still feeling a little bit nervous because the clip that they showed is only 22 seconds and there's really not much going on. It's just Aloy running through the environment. There's no action. And some people are speculating that there's a reason for that. It's because this game is going to maybe struggle a bit on the base model PS4, specifically with action sequences where there's a lot going on. And honestly, I don't doubt that. And I think anybody who's playing on PS4 or planning to play this game on PS4 is probably anticipating that. But it looks overall like it's going to run pretty well. You can certainly tell this is not the PS5 version. When looking at it, it doesn't look as crisp, doesn't look as clear. And it still looks very detailed, but you can just tell, like, yeah, this is the last gen version of Horizon here. So yeah, I just wanted to let you guys know about that. Let me know what you think about the footage. Moving on from that, we are talking about what Sony revealed today regarding this AI breakthrough. Reading from VGC, Sony has revealed Gran Turismo Sophy, which is being billed as a breakthrough project in AI, the first major announcement from Sony AI, which was established in April 2020. Gran Turismo Sophy is the result of a collaboration with Gran Turismo developer Polyphony Digital and Sony Interactive Entertainment, using deep reinforcement learning techniques and trained with PlayStation's cloud gaming infrastructure for massive scale training. The AI agent has gained the ability to compete with and outrace some of the world's top Gran Turismo sport players. The project is being billed as a breakthrough because the PlayStation game and driving simulator requires players to master real-world physics. This is in contrast to earlier AI agents, which mastered strategy-focused board games like chess, or Go, and less complex real-time multiplayer strategy video games. And there you go. That is the breakthrough that Sony AI was teasing in regards to their work with Polyphony Digital. Gran Turismo Sophy, it sounds pretty intense. It certainly sounds impressive, and I don't really know what to make of it because it just sounds frankly intimidating, right? I don't even play Gran Turismo, and the fact that they've created an AI that can outrace some of the top Gran Turismo drivers out there is certainly an impressive feat. So let me know what you think about that down below. The final topic I have for you guys talks about Returnal developer Housemarque and their next PlayStation 5 game. Reading from PlayStation Universe, Housemarque, the studio behind PS5's 2021 smash hit Returnal, has revealed that it's staffing up for its next project for Sony's new home console and is looking for a lead level designer to join the team. Here's the description of the position. As the lead of the talented and passionate level design team behind Returnal, you will work closely with the design director, lead game designer, and game director to help drive the next evolution of Housemarque games. You are passionate about games and the craft of level design and combat design. You will take initiative and find creative solutions to complex problems. You are creative, team-spirited, and result-oriented. You strive for being a great lead for our level design team and inspiring them to do better levels in combat. Now, obviously, that doesn't reveal anything pretty much at all about their next game. It doesn't give a hint as to what we can expect, but nonetheless, it is nice to know that Housemarque is beginning to staff up for their next AAA title, and they do emphasize that with this job listing. They say that they want to create a truly unique gameplay experience in the AAA field, where gameplay is king. So yeah, I loved Returnal. I got the platinum for it, spent a lot of time with it, and I cannot wait to see what they end up bringing to the table next. I'm sure it will be something amazing. I have no doubts about that. It's also worth saying that their next game will be particularly interesting because it'll be the first game where they had the full support and backing of PlayStation, because they're a PlayStation studio now. So yeah, that's going to do it for the video, guys. I hope you did enjoy it. I hope you did find it informative. Again, if you did, leave it a like, subscribe if you're new, hit the bell notification icon, and feel free to share the video out on top of all that. But until next time, guys, take care.